Hey all you cool cats and kittens, welcome back to Mad Manga Boy. I changed my song up mid-soundtrack because I heard the other one was too circusy. This one, I think, is very folksy, which is very nice and calming in my opinion. So with today's order, I have a lot of things not from Right Stuff. Ooh, wow, that's a twist. This one I actually got from Amazon Marketplace, which is always, a bit of a gamble. Last time I got a very good condition Hikaru no Go, I think it was number 7, and it was total library copy, laminated, like beat yellow pages, nasty. This is Yabushi Pedal number 3. It actually looks like it's in really good condition, so I'm happy with this. And the pages feel a little soft, but that's fine. Yabushi Pedal is pretty much a sports manga about a cycling club. The main character, this wimpy, nerdy kid who is being bullied, and because he's being bullied, he bikes all over the place because he's a gopher, and now he's an excellent biker. And I love biking, so I like that manga. Next, I got this order from eBay, Durarara. I tried to get the price down a little bit because I thought the shipping was kind of high, but they didn't really budge, so that's okay. Anyways, I got the first 3 arcs of Durarara. I actually have volumes 1, 2, and 3. So let's start with the most recent arc that I bought. This is called the Yellow Scarves arc. It's the 3rd season, or 3rd arc. I guess it's kind of both, huh? It's focused mainly on this guy right here on the cover with the yellow scarf. Shocker, I know. He's the main character's best friend, and he's getting pulled back into his old shit that he hates. But he started it, so he's got to finish it. Here's number 3. And Durarara is a pretty good series. I would definitely recommend the anime more than the anime. The anime more than the anime, you guys hear that? The anime more than the manga. At least from the first 3 that I've read. Because, it just doesn't have the same vibe. The anime, I feel like, is a little bit more mysterious, and the manga feels a little bit more rushed by comparison. Then again, you could argue it's just because of my reading speed. Next is the Saika arc, which focuses on a demon blade that, feeds on blood. And the covers are pretty neat too here. The last one was a little shiny. This one's a more matte feeling. But the silver is shiny, which is cool. And this 3rd one here, I don't think it's shiny at all. It's just glossy. So, Saika arc is pretty interesting. It's a cool mystery. I don't want to spoil who it is. If you've seen the anime, I don't think that these add too much other than just a quick way to relive the story. And I haven't really experienced the story in like years, probably since they came out. And when I was putting up my bookshelf, I was like, man, I am so close to having them all for the first series. So I have 1, 2, and 3. So I have this one, this green one here, and then the black one behind it. So I figured I would just, kind of pick up where I left off, and get number 4. But then I realized that this was much more expensive than just getting number 4 on its own. So I decided I might as well get the rest of them. I don't know how much further this goes into the light novels, because I heard there was an arc that's really cool. I like how it says dollars like that. I heard there was an arc that was not adapted by into the anime by the light novel. So hopefully that's true. And then I can actually read it. I believe the Read Dollars arc is the last one the anime adapted, but I'm not 100%. So I think there's one more. It does say that the manga is still ongoing if you look it up. So, I mean, they're writing something, right? Okay, next we gotta have a Right Stuff box. Well, you guys didn't think this was just going to be only non-Right Stuff boxes, right? Because, I mean, that's ridiculous. I spend millions at Right Stuff, so of course we have to have some Right Stuff love here. They have typically the best deals and the lowest prices for new books. You really can't go anywhere else and competitively shop. It's pretty hard unless you're looking for an OOP manga. And oop. Let's get all this out of here. Ooh, is this another one of them oneers? Oh, we have 2 here. I ordered these actually way back in August during the birthday sale. I was kind of expecting to get these around the time that the next birthday sale kind of popped up. So this is Pluto. It's by Naoki Urasawa. It's based on an arc of Astro Boy, and so they say that you get the fullest experience if you had, read Astro Boy. So if you guys had seen my previous hauls, then you'll know that I actually bought Astro Boy as well. I really like how it's got that little paper fold at the front. So I plan on reading through Astro Boy by Osamu, and then I'll read through Pluto, and then I'll have a nice full picture of the whole thing. So I'm pretty excited to get into it. I think this is a newer box by Right Stuf. I don't remember them sending me such a deep vertical box before. And I open, this is going to shock you guys, but I open a lot of Right Stuf boxes, so I think I know what I'm talking about. It just is a little odd to me. Oh, Black Clover. Okay. So you can see the two siblings on the back there. These are really jammed in here, which is nice. That means they're not moving anywhere. So Black Clover 9, that other one's probably 8. Let's see, how do I want to do this? This is kind of an awkward box because it's so tall. Oh, and I have my screwdriver here instead of my girlfriend's scissors. Alright, so let's just start with this. The one that I took out had a bunch of manga in it also. Alright, so 4, 5, 6, 7, and I already have 1, 2, 3, so we're on a pretty good roll. From an earlier haul, that's where I have it from. So we hit the Asta and the Fugalios, or the fire siblings for the most part. That guy in the back's a beast. The Crimson Lion King, that's his nickname. The art to Black Clover is actually not so bad. I mean, it's your typical shonen kind of an art. But, I don't know. There's just something about the Black Clover art that kind of hooked me earlier on. I actually read a lot of Black Clover as scans when it was first coming out. And everybody was like, Black Clover trash. And this was even before the anime. And I was like, it's okay. It's nothing that great. And then the Elf arc hit in the manga, and I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. It's like, man, you guys are sleeping on Black Clover. And then eventually the anime came out. Everyone said it was big again. And then the Elf arc came, or Reincarnation arc, and everybody was all over it again. So that was awesome. I think Black Clover really does get a bad rap for, just being a standard shonen, but it really is pretty interesting once you get past the first few arcs. The Witch arc is also pretty good too. Volumes 8 and 9 here. There's the Underwater arc. I feel like this is once you get to this arc, it's like a middling arc. It has a lot of drop potential. I want to know more about that civilization, but once you get to that arc, you're pretty much good to go. Everything's uphill from there. It's all an increase in build-up and action and intrigue. A lot more world building from that point as well. Here we have 7 Deadly Sins, 24, and a few other things. Let me just try to get all the 7 Deadly Sins out so that way we can go through it pretty quick. 11. Alright, come on. How much more do I got in here? And this is all from the Right Stuf holiday sale, by the way, if you didn't know. There was a tremendous deal. I really don't like to buy manga unless it's new, or if there's a sale for it. I know this is kind of weird. Or if it's about to go out of print. That's also what I do. Let me just rearrange these so we can kind of digest these a little bit easier. I really like the 7 Deadly Sins spines because they are similar to Dragon Ball, in which they have a little bit of a banner kind of a thing to it, where it's a continuing banner. I do wish more series had something like that, whether it be on the front or the side. The front is kind of a pain because it's wasted, since, who's going to organize their manga with all the fronts lined up? But, this is pretty neat. It just is like a banner that showcases each of the characters, so it's nothing too crazy, but it's at least a nice little touch. Here's number 11. I think number 11 kind of caps off the first season here. That's my phone. Sorry. I'm really bad at that. I just need to remember to freaking mute it. Anyways. So that's number 11. Number 12 here. I believe this is more of the start of the second season. No, that must have been still at the end, because this guy I know for a fact he's in that OVA on Netflix, which I was really confused about. And this is the start of season 2, because Bond's on his own. King's got his little hat on because he's crying about his past. And I read a lot. I mean, I watched a lot of Seven Deadly Sins, but I stopped it after the first Ten Commandments arc because, well, it just seemed a little weird to me. I don't know if the manga will kind of interpret it better, but I did buy the whole series, so I hope so. I mean, it's not like it was bad. It was just weird, and I want to know more about it. But people say like the Escanor fight was just like totally like butchered and everything, and then there's all these memes about Studio Dean. So I'm like, man, I should just experience the manga instead because the story's good. I really hate. I think his name's Gauther, because at the end of one of the seasons, like a plot resolves within the Seven Deadly Sins, like main team, and then he's like, for literally no reason, he's like, no, and then he makes it so that way the plot has to like reset, and I'm literally sitting there like, what? That was so fulfilling. It was solved. Like, what the heck are you doing? That makes no sense. Why would you write that plot point? So I was annoyed with that. Here's another volume of Black Clover. This is volume 24, I believe. Yep, 21. This is the history revealed of the Elf arc, or reincarnation arc, however it is being dubbed. To Your Eternity, volume 6. This was also kind of bundled together on Right Stuff. To Your Eternity is pretty good. It's by the same author of A Silent Voice. It's a weird kind of a manga, but it's very good. You know, it's something you really have to experience on your own to get a thought for. But anyways, I believe that's going to be it for today's haul. I'm trying to keep them a little bit more quicker, a little bit more fulfilling, or maybe, yeah, that's a good word for it, I suppose. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. Please come again. Always good to see you here.